Hi everyone, it is Thursday just looking at the calendar, 5th of April, and it's the evening, which is why the light is really hideous and why I look absolutely knackered. It is 8:10 in the evening. I'm just making myself a cup of tea. I got weighed earlier today. I put on ½ a pound, which, to be honest, as much as I'm not happy about that in the grand scheme of things, considering it was after Easter, I'm amazed, because I will insert a picture over here somewhere of what my mother-in-law brought up for us on the weekend. And it was a bad time of the month and my willpower was somewhere on the floor. So I'm actually quite pleased it was only ½ a pound. But I'm not feeling 100% today. As I was going in to get weighed, I could just start feeling like all my glands in my neck coming up, feeling a bit achy, like in my hips and my kidneys, and just feeling a bit yuck. And I ended up having a nap this afternoon, and there we go. And I'm just going to continue making my tea, because otherwise it's not going to get made and it's going to overbrew or something. But yeah, I felt a bit rubbish this afternoon, had a nap for about an hour, woke up and felt a bit better, but please excuse the devastation of the kitchen. It's like some kind of disaster zone, but what can you do? Yeah, so I'm not feeling that much better, to be honest. I think I'm going to have a bath in a minute. I'm going to have this tea and I'm going to have some chocolate because we still have chocolate left over from Easter. I'm going to have a bath and have an early night, I think, because I'm feeling a bit achy and horrible, which, to be honest, totally sucks because I feel like I've had a lot of things one after the other and I'm just really tired of it all now. But to be fair, I think the boy has had a lot of stuff as well, so I'm just going to blame him. But I'm not even going to look at how messy the kitchen is right now. We're just going to ignore it. And yeah, I'm going to go have my cup of tea and just chill out, basically. And I will probably catch up with you guys again tomorrow. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow. My husband is actually off work this week, so I'll just put my tea down next to my chocolate. Yeah, I don't actually know what we're doing tomorrow, whether we have anything planned or not, but we will see. See, I don't live in a kind of Instagram perfect home, but hopefully, ooh, just turn the light off, make it all dark. Hopefully that is something that will actually change sooner rather than later, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, so it is Saturday the 7th of April. I don't think I actually recorded anything yesterday, apologies about that. I don't even know where yesterday went, but this is so exciting. It is nearly 8 o'clock in the evening. I have got the most hilarious, precarious situation going on right now. I'm sat at my computer, which you are actually sat on top of, and I've got my phone dangling and throwing some light on me because the lighting was awful. So that explains why it might look a bit weird right now. My husband has gone down to check on his dad. The boy is asleep, and I have got some mega exciting news to share with you. So a really good friend of mine, Dave, hi Dave if you're watching this, because I know that he does support me and my channel. I think he watches most of my videos. Really good friend of mine. He is massively into sci-fi, same as I am, and he regularly goes to sci-fi comic cons, which I've never been to one. I've always wanted to go. Can you guess where I'm going with this? Excuse the do, by the way. This is because of the fact that I'm going to have to get up extraordinarily early tomorrow. So I'm trying to preserve what a hair situation we've got going on. Because basically, tomorrow I'm going to be going to my first ever Comic Con, which I've just been beaming all day. I'm going to be beaming all day tomorrow as well. I cannot begin to tell you guys how excited I am. I am massively into sci-fi. It's by far my favourite genre of the lot. And if that in itself wasn't awesome enough, one of my long-standing celebrity crushes is going to be there as well. And I'm sure I've mentioned him on the channel before, I don't know, but I have been in love with him for the longest time. More specifically, his character in a very specific era that he played the character, but there's no denying the talent of Chris Barry. And if you don't know who Chris Barry is, I will pop a picture up here for you to check him out, because he is so funny. He is amazing, and I'm a massive fan of Red Dwarf, and he played Rimmer in Red Dwarf, so I'm going to be meeting him tomorrow. This time tomorrow I'll be at home having met him, hopefully with his autograph, and this is kind of like bucket list territory. So not only am I getting out of the house, but I'm getting out of the house to do something unbelievably exciting, and it's all thanks to my friend Dave. So thank you so much, Dave, if you're watching this. It does mean the world to me. I don't know how to thank you. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, would you guys like to come along for the ride? Chances are you'll have already seen what's happened, because by the time this video gets uploaded towards the end of the month, if that's how I'm going to do it this month as well, because March was a little bit crazy with like 3 massive segments of highlights, so I don't know. I'm not sure which will go up first, whether it'll be this or the actual event itself. But yeah, I'm going to bring you guys along. So you're not just going to hear about it, you're going to be there with me for my first ever sci-fi Comic Con, which I know isn't going to be for everyone, but for me personally, this is massively exciting. So anyway, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow for, yeah, the journey to my first ever Comic Con. Morning everyone. So it's just after 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I accidentally woke the boy up when I was sneaking around, but I'm going to be leaving in a minute, and you want me to find you a stormtrooper, yeah? Yeah. We are here, my first ever sci-fi Comic Con. So excited. And now I'm on my way home. So that was my first ever Comic Con. It was absolutely amazing. I've definitely got the bug. I want to do this again. The people are so lovely. I cannot begin to explain it. And all the actors were more than happy to just chat away and talk, and were so accommodating. And literally, I must have been talking for a good 10-15 minutes to some of these people. Absolutely amazing. So I've had an absolutely wonderful time. If you'd like to see more content like this from me in the future, then let me know by giving me a thumbs up or a comment down below, just to let me know if you'd like to see more of this world, because this world is definitely of interest to me. I've had the best day. My cheeks are actually hurting from grinning so much. So there you go. Close the blast doors! Hi everyone, so it's Wednesday the 11th of April today, and it is just gone 8 o'clock in the evening, and I've literally just picked the camera up. It's been a crazy few days. Today I didn't actually work, it was my short week at work this week, and basically something absolutely monumentally mega happened today. And that is that I can confirm we are buying a house, because we exchanged today. This has been a very long time coming, and I'm sure I will do a separate video on this. But when I hinted about something that I wanted to tell you that was really big and fantastic, well, that's what it is. We have bought our own home, which I am over the moon about, and we've exchanged today, so I kind of feel like I can allow it to sink in and actually talk about it, which is brilliant, because you know what it's like. If you've done this before, you do start to worry about, is this actually going to happen? So I don't know how this compares to buying property in other countries, but in the UK, when you exchange contracts, that happens just before you complete, when the property becomes legally yours and you get the keys. Upon exchange, I think it's technically yours in terms of you need to make sure you've got adequate buildings insurance. We've handed over a 10% deposit, which was very hefty. It was a lot of money, and yeah, technically anyone can still pull out. If we pull out, we lose that hefty deposit. I'm not sure what happens if the other side pull out actually, but hopefully that's not going to happen. We've still not told my little boy yet. I really wanted to today, because this has basically been going on since January, which may well explain why my head has been a little bit all over the place. It's been a stressful couple of months, but we've not mentioned anything to him, and we decided not to mention anything today in the end, because if we tell him that we're getting a house, he might not understand why he can't go look at it right now. But we've been kind of talking about it fairly openly, so I think he's probably worked it out anyway. So yeah, I'm off the rest of the week, and then yeah, next week is my long week at work, and then we complete on the Friday, and then we'll be in. So I can't wait for you guys to see our new place. It's gorgeous, and I'm having to pinch myself, because I didn't honestly think we would end up somewhere quite so nice. I didn't think we'd be able to afford something like what we've got. So yeah, I'm just on some kind of crazy high at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to discovering some new filming locations as well, hopefully getting some nice lighting, and yeah, there's just so much to do. So we're not going to have any internet though we're moving next weekend. We're not going to be activated in terms of broadband until the following week, I think. So I'm not sure what that's going to mean for my content. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I think things could get a little bit weird in April. Hello, so it is Thursday the 12th. Just checking the calendar. Thursday the 12th of April. It's a beautiful day again today. Might actually have to retire the jumper in a minute. Don't know, that's exciting. I am in the kitchen right now because I've just been tidying in here, and the boy is out playing in the garden, and it's so cute because our garden where we are at the moment, it kind of, there are houses behind us and the gardens meet, and one of his best friends from preschool, her granny lives in the house right over there, and she is looking after the kids today, so you can probably hear there's a fair bit of activity happening right now. It's like a proper star-crossed lovers situation because there's a big fence, but they think it's absolutely hilarious, so they're just chatting to each other, although he just keeps shouting her name and being quite bossy and getting her to come over to the fence. So I've been in the kitchen tidying. I had a massive mussel food delivery earlier on, which I'm assuming that's just a UK thing, I'm not sure. But it originally started out for, I think it was like bodybuilders or something, but it's basically like really lean meat, and it's very affordable, and apparently it's okay. It's not like weird or anything. And this was our second delivery of it. And it's basically lasting us, like one delivery is lasting us over a month, which is absolutely fantastic. I quite like the idea of getting our meat all in one go, paying, you know, a bit less for it, and then just being able to pick up veg and pasta and rice and all that kind of stuff. Because we are, yeah, we're going to have to be really careful with money, because in a minute we're not going to have as much disposable income as we do right now. But it'll all be worth it in the end. So I did get weighed this morning, and I'm rather annoyed because I put on £1, which I don't think was justified. I think staying the same would have been fair enough, but putting on £1, I've not really deserved that, I don't think. I mean, I've had a few treats, but then I've made sure I've exercised, so that sucks. I kind of, earlier on, I was kind of in the mood of the extreme of, you know, oh, for God's sake, that's it, I'm just going to be fat and I'm just going to eat what I want, and just throwing all of my toys out the pram. But on the complete extreme other end of that, I was like, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get down to whatever weight it is I want to be. So now I'm just kind of like, £1, it is what it is. It is annoying because I think, was it last week I put on weight? Did I put on £0.5 last week? So I did expect a loss this week, or at least to maintain. So yeah, a bit gutted about that. But I think once we've moved, and now that it's getting like nicer weather consistently, it should be a lot easier, because you're going to want to eat less, maybe eat more salady stuff, get out and exercise more. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I have been thinking though about obviously trying to fit everything in and how I'm going to manage it all, because I kind of feel like I have actually committed myself to quite a lot, and YouTube is massively, massively time consuming, and this week I've definitely been quite slack. I have not been on it at all in terms of picking up this camera or responding to comments. I've just been kind of prioritising things differently, because obviously we've had the house situation and having to do stuff for that. So yeah, I do still want to continue, but I just need to think about what is realistic, what I can do. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this already actually. I'm having deja vu moment. So if there's a kind of video that you really, really, really want me to carry on doing and you don't want it to stop, then let me know in the comments just so that I know, because I am thinking of having a bit of a rejig, just purely because I'm just not going to have much time, and I'm going to have a 3-bedroom house to clean compared to the postage stamp that we live in now. So that's currently the thought process on the 12th of April. So whether that thought process will change, I don't know, but just let me know what things you like seeing from me and I'll make sure that they do stick around. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm getting an arm ache and quite fancy a cup of tea, I think. Yes. Anyway, I hope you're all really well, and I will see you again whenever I see you. Hi everyone, so today it is Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some. Although I don't really go in for the Friday the 13th thing, and I hope I don't regret saying that. It's not very nice weather today. It's really grey and misty looking outside, whereas yesterday it was actually quite warm and sunny and gorgeous. So it was for a short while quite nice, although I think next week is due to be quite nice. I've done this thing with my hair today where I kind of just randomly pinned it up whilst I was putting my makeup on, and I actually quite like it. I think I might leave it like this today. I don't know whether you can see it very clearly at all. That's not helping, is it? Stop tickling me, you. Someone is blowing raspberries on my back. So yeah, it's the last day of the Easter holidays today. I don't think we're going to be really doing very much today. It's not the best weather anyway. We're going to go out to the shops in a minute and get something for lunch, and then I don't even know what this afternoon. I've got a lot of tidying to do, and we're just starting to get our heads around what packing we need to do as well, because a week today, in fact, because it's nearly 12 o'clock in the afternoon, most mortgages do complete at 12 o'clock. So I'm guessing in pretty much almost exactly a week's time, we will literally be waiting for a call from the estate agents to say that we've completed and we can go pick up the keys. And it still feels unbelievably surreal. I cannot believe that this is happening. Not just in terms of what we're getting, but the fact that it's been like 2.5 years now that we've been living in this temporary situation. And at first we were really unsettled. It took a long time to settle in living here because it was so different to what we lived in before. And it obviously just feels like home now. And in terms of my little boy, he obviously did spend the first couple of years of his life somewhere else, but he doesn't really remember that. He obviously remembers here, but this is my mum's place, so it's not like we're not ever going to be able to come back. I don't know whether to think of that as cute or terrifying, in terms of like all him actually knowing about is selfies, and yeah, it's a scary prospect. So yeah, I kind of can't believe what we're ending up with house-wise. It's gorgeous, and I am completely pinching myself all the time. And the fact that, yeah, we're finally here. And it's taken a long time. I thought it was going to be a really straightforward conveyancing process, and it wasn't. Nothing really like majorly bad happened. Something always happens to us when we do this. It's never straightforward. But put it this way, the property was put on the market, I think it was like not quite the middle of January, and we're only just completing now, like 3 months later. Which I suppose that's about average. You know, 2 to 3 months is probably about average. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that. So I did want to say something a lot sooner, and I didn't, because I kind of thought that if I did, I would jinx it and something would go wrong. Some of my family still don't know, purely because of that reason, because of the fact that we don't want to jinx anything. It's been a really quite stressful few months actually. There's been a lot going on in our lives, and it kind of hit us all at once, what with my husband Jamie, his gran dying, and then his dad having to have that heart surgery and it getting postponed a few times, and everything was kind of thrown up into the air. And then the house situations with my work, it's felt really full on. So thank you so much for sticking with me. It's been a really unusual few months, but hopefully things will just start to improve. And in terms of the fact that we're going from somewhere very small to somewhere a lot bigger, and he still doesn't really fully know exactly what's going on, although he's probably picked up on quite a lot, to be fair. This place is a lot bigger, so I am looking forward to providing more content that I want to produce, more kind of lifestyle stuff, some cooking as well. I'm really keen to get some cooking videos up, all that kind of stuff. So I am going to be juggling a lot. I am probably going to have to give my kind of upload schedule some serious thought. That's only fair, really. Perhaps maybe dropping down to 1 video a week. I don't know. I kind of don't want to commit myself to anything right now. I just want to see how it goes. But of course, we also just want to enjoy being in our new home. So, yeah. Plus, I'm not going to be getting broadband until the end of the month. So we're going to have no broadband for a good week or something. That's assuming they actually connect it when it's supposed to be, because when we moved here we had a nightmare and it kept being delayed. So we'll see. I have no idea what the next few weeks are going to be like. But yeah, I don't even know when this highlights video is going to get put up, thinking about it, but it will all work out fine, I'm sure of it. Anyway, we need to go out, go to the shops. We are running seriously low on everything, which is a pain. But I will catch up with you again later. Hi everyone, so today it is Saturday the 14th of April. God, I couldn't even think what month it was then. And it's been a real hive of activity here today. I have literally just thrown some makeup on and not even really done anything with my hair. Can you tell? It is, what time is it? 20 to 4 in the afternoon, and considering I put this makeup on in about 5 minutes, maybe 7, probably more 7. It's not bad, is it? It's not great, but it's not bad, it's passable. I wasn't planning on wearing makeup at all today because all we've been doing is sorting out our stuff and throwing things away, putting stuff in a pile that needs to be sold, posting pictures of things that need to be sold on the internet. And I was just planning on just being, yeah, a bit of a grub today, hence why I have yesterday's clothes on. Actually, I've got the whole outfit on. I just kind of threw it on because I thought, haven't really got time to think about anything. And then it dawned on me about half an hour ago that I've actually got someone coming round this afternoon to look at one of the things we've got for sale. So yeah, I had to quickly throw something together. Anyway, so I'm back in the bedroom again. I have been moving everything around and it's kind of got to the point where I think I need to go back through my makeup again and actually sort out what I'm going to take with me when we move, because I don't really want to have to take everything. And I've had a bit of an idea about one of the Steeler palettes that I didn't like. They're in the light palette, but there is one shade in there that I do like. So I might try and depot that for the first time. Never actually tried to do that before, but people make it look really easy, so maybe we will experience that together. So yeah, I've got to go through all of my makeup because I definitely have quite a bit more than when we first moved here, and just streamline everything really in preparation for the move next week. It's so exciting. We actually told a little boy last night that we were moving, and it quickly went from being a really lovely experience to him not being very happy because we hadn't bought the right colour house, because he wanted a green house. Didn't you? And we had to explain to him that you don't buy the house based on what colour it is, because you can change that. You buy the house based on how well it suits your needs. But obviously, to a 4-year-old, all he cares about is what colour it is. So, yeah, he wasn't in the best mood yesterday. But I think he's feeling happier about the situation now. He keeps looking at the pictures and asking when we're moving. And he knows that it's quite a bit bigger than where we are at the moment. So, yeah, I think he's pretty happy about it. Are you happy about us moving house? He's nodding. All I can see everywhere is just mess of stuff that needs to be sorted out. And it's my long week at work, so at least I've got Thursday, Friday. Well, Thursday, because Friday, my husband has taken the day off. That's completion day. We're hopefully going to get the keys 12 o'clock. The little boy will be going to preschool at 9 o'clock, so we've got potentially a good 3 hours to sort stuff out. But I keep telling myself I don't need to panic, because this is my mum's place at the end of the day, so it's not like there's any urgency for us to get out. We can kind of move gradually, and we're also going to be doing some painting. That's one of the first things we'll be doing when we get the keys, because 2 of the rooms are, one of them's yellow, which is fine, you know, but if we're going to be painting, we may as well paint both rooms. And the other room is kind of like a turquoise blue, so we just want to neutralise those colours really. So we've bought some nice neutral paint just to chuck on the walls, so that'll be one of the first things that we're doing. I just can't wait to get in and make it ours and put stuff in all the places where we want it to be. So yeah, I cannot wait to bring you guys along for this ride. I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gonna get attacking some of my makeup-y stuff, I think. Hi everyone, it is Sunday the 15th of April today, and right now I am home alone waiting for people to turn up to buy stuff that I've posted for sale on Facebook. Which I can honestly tell you is about as dull as it sounds. I'd heard that selling stuff this way was a pain in the bum, and people weren't kidding. Although, to be fair, the things that I have sold so far, people have been very good, and they've actually turned up when they've said that they were going to. It's just someone local to where I am that's taking a bit longer to get here. So the boys have gone out, although they've not gone anywhere exciting. We are having a massive clear out, hence why stuff is being sold, and they have gone to the tip. So I don't think I'm really missing out as such. But yeah, so far I have sold, well, yesterday we sold one of the car seats we've got. I've sold an old iPhone. I've sold a Fisher-Price rocking giraffe, and that's it so far, I think. I've got people interested in other stuff, I'm just waiting to hear from them. So yeah, it's been quite a lucrative weekend this week. Plus, I actually placed my first bet in years on the Grand National yesterday, and I was successful. Tiger Roll came in for me, and I still don't know how I feel about the Grand National, because I used to bet on it every year. If you're not familiar with what on earth I'm talking about, by the way, I think it's the world's most famous steeplechase, is that right? Horse racing, basically. And I think, is it 4 furlongs or something? It's a long way with lots of jumps, and I always used to have a little flutter. I don't really gamble any other time apart from the Grand National, because I don't know, there's just something kind of iconic about it and exciting. And after a few years of betting and watching, obviously, the race, I just started to feel really uncomfortable with the fact that horses end up getting put down, and I don't know, it just wasn't sitting right with me. So I didn't bet on the National for quite a while, and then I got a tip from a friend for 3 horses, and I just thought, I still didn't know whether I actually wanted to bet or not. So cut a long story short, I did decide to bet. It was actually really exciting watching the race yesterday, and I do think there are probably too many horses that race. I don't know whether that's half the problem with why there are accidents and stuff, because when people come off, there's so many people and stuff around where, you know, they could get trampled and stuff. It's terrifying. I don't know if I'm just being a bit pathetic thinking this way, but I don't think I am. And I didn't actually manage to watch the race properly, unfortunately. I managed to watch about halfway, I think, and then the door went and it was someone coming round to look at a car seat we had for sale. So yeah, this is our last weekend in this place, which is feeling quite strange. Everything still feels really surreal. I can't quite believe that a week today I am potentially going to be vlogging from an entirely different house. It's incredibly exciting. I cannot begin to put into words. I know I've mentioned this at some point in previous vloggy sections, but I keep pinching myself in terms of how lucky we've been with what we've found and how right it is for us, how big it is as well. I'm really surprised. I thought we were going to end up in like a little 2-bedroom cottage or something. So yeah, it's all really exciting. We've got quite the plan of attack for Friday when we complete, which I'm hoping it's going to be no later than 12. We're going to race to the estate agents to pick up the keys, and then we'll probably be staying here the Friday night, and then on the Saturday we will be moving everything. So I have no idea what's going to happen to my content in this time. I may well film something in a minute just so I've got something to upload to kind of explain what's going on, really, because I know it must be quite frustrating. I don't know. It's potentially frustrating anyway, because I've had a few comments from you guys saying that you've missed me, and I am really sorry. Everything has just been all over the place, and I used to have a schedule, and then I removed any mention of my schedule away from YouTube or wherever, because I didn't want people to have like an expectation of when I might be uploading. And that was when I went back to work, I think, thinking about it, because I wasn't quite sure how things were going to pan out. But I was having a pretty good hair day today. For some reason my hair's decided to kind of fall in the middle part, which is not something I often do. But yeah, it's feeling soft and healthy and gorgeous. I've been doing a lot of research and viewing content and stuff into using different hair oils, because it's so interesting, and I feel like as much as I try and do what I can with my hair, I have kind of neglected it in a way, because, you know, I put a lot of products on my face and stuff, but not really that much in terms of, like, other than styling products, not really anything that's beneficial to my hair. And one of the main things I've been looking into that I am really excited about, and I don't think this is necessarily just for curly hair, this is for just hair generally, is black castor oil, which I was aware of. I knew that companies use it in shampoo and conditioner and stuff, but actually just buying the oil itself, and the idea is you massage it weekly into your scalp, and then you sleep with it in your hair, and then you wash it out the next day, and it's supposed to promote hair growth. And I think I watched a video from the amazing Curly Penny, I'm sure her channel is. If you've not seen any of her content, she's fantastic. I love her to pieces. So I watched a video of hers where she was talking about using different oils, and she actually did an experiment from February 2016 I think it was, to February 2017 to try and see how much she could grow her hair by using this black castor oil on her scalp. And I'm pretty sure she said it grew like 11 inches in a year. And who's going to say no to 11 inches, frankly? So yeah, I'm going to give that a go and see how it works out, because I have tried to grow my hair before, but it does kind of get to the point where I feel like it's not growing anymore, but I don't know if that's just my imagination. So before I fully commit myself to a short hairstyle at some point, which I'm sure will happen in the future, I'm going to see how much I can grow it by, because when you stretch it down, it does come down to sort of here, and I am actually getting it cut next Saturday. So yeah, when we move, and I didn't plan it this way, and I'm sure I could move my appointment, but I may as well just keep it. On the Saturday, the day after completion, I'm going to be in the hairdressers for like a couple of hours. But I am really looking forward to it. I do like a treat. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because, like I said, I'm just waffling right now. So I will catch you again. Oh, it's probably not going to be again today, and then I'm working the next 3 days, so potentially I will be seeing you again on Thursday, which will be the day before completion, which is so exciting. I'll see you later.